Friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am working on Project Life 2024 week 32, and I was kind of inspired by this bottom picture to get out my Maggie Holmes kit again. And so this is a Maggie Holmes paper, this little card, and this, and then these two are just pieces of cardstock, and that's a piece of white cardstock in the back. The theme for today is kind of like a corally pink color, dark green, and this turquoisey kind of color. So I also grabbed, actually these were already out on my desk, but I grabbed these because I thought those would be really cute together. And some little stickers, some very old dollar store chipboard stickers that I actually took some of the layers off of just to make it less thick. And that's kind of where we're at. So I will put you on fast forward while I get embellishing. This layout went really quickly. I think I've only got you on 1.5 times speed. It took me a little while to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. I'm using a little scrap of vellum, so I mounted that to a piece of just white copy paper. And a lot of this layout actually was already done. The title card there that I'm working on was more or less done. I had the embellishment and had the idea to put the vellum on white paper, and then beyond that there wasn't a whole lot else to add to it. So things that make my life simpler. I think this whole layout took me 8-9 minutes to do, maybe. And again, a lot of this stuff was kind of out on my desk because the last layout I did had a very similar color scheme to it. So I just figured instead of reinventing the wheel, I would just kind of carry on. So, but yeah, that 4x6 photo in the bottom right was essentially what inspired the whole thing. It was one of my thrifty hauls, and I think the video is probably up by now. But I hadn't actually gotten around to doing this layout at this point. I'd gone out thrifting specifically for some junk journal supplies for a project I did with the family. Oh, somebody is digging in the clean laundry and making a nest. Sorry if you can hear digging in the background. I'm on the bed, just kind of doing the voiceover, and the doggies are kind of settling in for nap time. So Tucker is digging his little nest. Stop it. I'm doing a voiceover. He doesn't care. He's looking at me with a weird look. Anyway, enough about dog things. I am just gluing little bits and pieces to kind of complete the layout. I also pulled out a whole bunch of my little circle embellishments from that little white tray at the very top of the screen. The smallest of the white trays has a whole bunch of little DIY embellishments that I made, and a lot of them happen to be using Maggie Holmes scraps. So that also allowed me to pull some things in. And again, having those ready meant that it was just sticking the photos down and gluing what I had, and that was it. I think the thing that took me the longest was probably the little bit of journaling I did there on that 3x4 card, and the journaling I'm about to do right now. So very quick layout. It's funny because I haven't reached for my Maggie Holmes kit in quite a while, so it was nice to do that. Some of my newer Maggie Holmes papers are not like 65-pound weight cardstock. They're just like slightly thicker than copy paper. It's really weird, and it's double-sided paper, so I don't know what's going on there. If you've bought any Maggie Holmes supplies recently and you've noticed that the paper is a kind of a thinner paper, let me know in the comments down below. I was really surprised, especially because it was double-sided. Just doing some quick journaling here. I went to get groceries and there were about, I don't know, 60 Canadian geese on the field. And for those of you that do not know, these critters can be quite aggressive. So I tried to steer well away from them as I was picking up and putting my cart back. So looks like I'm back to you live here in just a moment. All right, friends, week 32 all finished. And that took me less than 10 minutes, but I wanted to really get it done because, as you can see, the sun is not cooperating. It is the wrong time of day to be filming. So, as always, thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.